Okay, this video is going to show you how this controller works and how to hook it up. So the controller is made of 3 parts. You've got your valve block here with the air valves. You've got the Mini Brick 8, which is the main controller. It's sort of the brain of the whole thing. And then over here you've got the audio player. Now the audio player is connected to the Mini Brick 8 by these wires that supplies power to it, and it also keeps it in sync with the impulses for the valve, so that the show audio and the show movements will always be perfectly in sync at all times. So let's talk about the air valves first. There's a fitting here on this manifold. This is where the compressed air from your compressor goes in, and it pressurizes the manifold and supplies air pressure to all these valves. Over here on the other side, you've got these 2 exhausts where the air comes out through these bronze mufflers to try to quiet it down a little bit. Or you could always take those off and plumb in some exhaust lines if you prefer. And then on the top of each valve, and these are all labeled for the correct movements, you have 2 fittings here. Now you'll notice on your double-acting cylinder, these are made for double-acting cylinders, you have 2 fittings on your cylinder, one on one end, one on the other end. So it's pretty simple. You just connect those 2 fittings with your 1/4-inch tube into these 2 fittings here. 2 fittings on the cylinder, 2 fittings on the top of the valve. That's all there is to it. Now the only thing missing right now is you need some flow controls so you can control how fast or how slow that cylinder extends and retracts. And the way this system works, you have to mount those flow controls right here at the end of the cylinder, and they're designed for that purpose with a built-in check valve, so it'll control the speed in one direction only, and then you can fine-tune those movements however you want. And it's nice and modern to do it that way. That's the way it's being done these days, so that there's less air being compressed in the line and you don't have that bounce effect as much. Okay, so let's talk about hooking it up. Besides the air connections that we've already talked about, you do have to provide some RCA cables here. This is a line level output, meaning you have to send this audio to an amplifier. I've got it hooked up to an amplifier here, which this then brings up the gain enough to power your loudspeakers. Got the speakers over there. This little card here, there's an SD memory card on the side, and that's what actually stores the audio. And this is really crystal clear CD quality audio, very, very nice. So to power this thing up, it's very simple. All you have to do is just take your 24-volt connection here and plug it in. And this is set that it will automatically start when power is applied, and it will just keep repeating the show over and over and over again until you disconnect the power. So I'm just going to plug it in now. Give it a chance to power up. There we go. I hear some sound. The valves are already starting to work.
Working in the lab late one night, when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from its slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash.
Okay, so that's really all there is to it. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.